Good morning, students. Today we're going to solve question 2 from GATE CSE 2023. Question states that basically this is kind of representation is given and we are given by word meaning, right? What does this kind of representation means, right? This kind of representation actually comes from the mathematical representation, which was this thing, right? So this kind of relationship basically means that A by B is equals to C by D. Right? In English, when this is used, this kind of representation is used, then that means that the relationship between these two is equal to the relationship between these two, right? And the question framers have gone further to tell us that we have to give the answer by word meaning, right? By word meaning. So if the meaning fits, we have to take it, right? So let's go on with that. First I will solve it as if I was solving in the examination, then I will basically play with the actual definition of the word so that we can actually have a better understanding of how the question was framed and how the whole understanding of some high what is the high level understanding of this question that can happen, right? So first of all, they are giving us that often and frequently are present over here. So often and frequently are, if you directly see the meaning of it as they are used, they are similar they have a similar meaning. That means that they are synonyms, right? Something happens often, that is something that is happening frequently, right? So these are synonyms, similar meanings. So I have to find a word that has the meaning of kind, right? So this word kind has two different kind of meanings. First meaning of kind is that you are trying to be nice to other people, right? That kind of kind does exist. And second meaning is this, that you are trying to categorize a particular domain, a particular kind of basically you're specifying that it is of different categorization, right? This kind of person, this kind of environment, this kind of legal system, and so on and so forth, right? So this is can be used in these two ways. Let's see which of the words have these kind of meanings. So first one is mean, right? So mean basically is an English word which can mean that the meaning of something, or it could mean that a person who is not very kind to someone, right? So it has a meaning inside of it that is exact opposite to kind, right? So it cannot be the answer. It cannot be the answer. B is type, right? So type is used to represent the categorization, right? The categorization meaning of kind can be used to as the meaning that is being represented by the word type, right? So this can be the answer. Let's go on for that. C is cruel. So cruel is directly opposite of being kind, right? So that cannot possibly be the answer. The D option is kindly, right? Kindly. So a person that is kindly, right? So a person is kind and a person is kindly. So I could have gone that yes, both of them are some kind of telling what are the adjectives, because they're telling more about nouns. He is kind, that Rohit is kind, right? Kindly, his demeanor is kindly. So both of them are kind of adjectives, right? But they have given us that we have to do it by meaning. We have to do it by meaning, right? So both of these B and D do seem to be the answer, but if I were to be given this question, I would have marked B. Why? Because direct usage of kind and kindly is slightly different, right? But type is does fits with one meaning of the word kind completely. So I would have marked B, right? What is the answer key solution to this? The answer key solution to this was it was giving marks to all. Why? Because at least from meaning point of view, they have given this statement, right? Word meaning we have to go. So B and D both are the answers. So, and this was a single answer type question. So they have given marks to all. This is the answer key, and they have marked the second question as MTA. MTA basically means marks to all, right? This is what the whole thing happened. So yes, if this type of question you get, and you get the two kind of answers, the complete can be possible. Go with the correct one that you think, and then if the question itself were to be wrong, you will still get marks, right? But obviously develop more confidence so that you can be confident that you will not get negative marking, right? That kind of confidence we have to develop, and that will come only through practice. When these kind of questions we are facing now, so the problem with us that we don't want to open the dictionary and search the meaning repeatedly, right? That is the kind of barrier which keeps us from approaching these kinds of questions. So in this PDF, I've actually taken the screenshots of all the meanings that could possibly that are relevant in this kind of question. so that you can read through them and directly understand, right? So first, these two screenshot basically give us that having showing friendly or generous and considerable nature. So being talking nicely to the people, that the first meaning that I represented, that I told. The second one is a group of people or things having similar characteristics. This is the type meaning that we are categorization meaning that I was talking about, characteristics or categorization, right? So these two meanings of kind exist, right? The same way, mean can be understood as unwilling to give or share, somebody who is not very nice, someone who is not very kind, right? Unkind, it is represented over here directly, right? And poor in quality and appearance and very unskilled, right? This kind of meaning is there for the word mean, that is relevant to the word kind, right? Now the meaning of type, category, right? Categorization meaning, as I was talking about. Then there is the meaning of cruel. It directly basically says willfully causing pain or suffering to others, right? So it is the opposite of kind, right? The antonym of kind. Okay, so the word kindly, as I was saying, does have this slightly different meaning, that it can be used in a kind manner. It can be used as an adverb, but it can also be used as an adjective, right? So it can, and more specifically here, this word kind is used to describe kindly, right? So kindly is a synonym of kind also. That is the reason why kind is also a valid solution to this question, along with type, right? That is why they gave marks to all used. Often and frequently, basically the definition of often, frequently is directly used. So that is synonym of often is a synonym of frequently as per the definition from dictionary also, right? So this is the whole very simple question. Just practice is required. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.